Hey guys, Alvo here with a sort of a observation in magic over the years that I've had, and that is the situation that you will often come across when you are watching magic with a friend or girlfriend, and they turn to you and they ask, "Do you know how they did that?" Because they know you're a magician. And so this is a question that's sometimes difficult to answer, particularly if you're in the first third of your magic education, because you're in a situation where you want to learn everything, you want to know everything, and you're really trying to establish yourself as someone who's good at magic. So the temptation is huge to want to say yes. I know how they do that. In fact, I know how they do everything in their act. And in fact, I know how all magicians do everything in their act because I'm a really good magician. I'm a pro. Or at least, whatever. So you're biting off as much as you can possibly chew, maybe a little bit more. And so that's the temptation, particularly in the first third of your magic sort of journey. And I'm not proposing that you lie to people. Just that we all remember that we're all on the same team here, in the sense that our job is to create wonder and to really give people the experience of wonder, and maybe more importantly, the experience that what they're seeing is special. And if they see a magician, let's say you take your girlfriend to a show, okay, right? You pay $80 a ticket, you take her to this magic show, you're sitting there in the audience, and, she sees a trick and she turns to you and says, "Do you know how they did that? Do you know how he did that?" And of course the instinct is to say, "Oh, whether you say, boldly, or you kind of just nod, or whatever, you smile, or whatever, you're ultimately saying, yes, I know how they do that." Now I'm not saying lie, but at the same time, if you know how they did that, then you're just watching somebody who does tricks on stage. But if you don't know how they did that, and it's really a miracle, then it's something special. It becomes a bigger experience. This is something I think that this is a question that is easier to handle when you're older, when you're more confident ultimately in your own abilities. It's kind of like being confident, maybe secure in your manhood, and for example, if a guy is particularly homophobic, it's like, I would think that happens a little bit more when one's manliness is in question than when it's secure. In the same way, I would say, this is similar to, it's going to come to me, okay? But anyway, this scenario is something that I just want you to think about. I just want you to think about it because it really enhances the experience for everyone. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. It's kind of like this. It's kind of like if you have a friend or a girlfriend and you want to introduce her to your friends. It's easy to want to downplay the talent or skill of your friends, because you want to seem like the top dog, or the coolest guy in your circle of friends, or whatever it is. But ultimately, if you introduce your friends as special, ultimately you are more special just by association. Just by having cool friends, you become cooler. And that's another big hurdle that I think that at the point where, like, you're really insecure about yourself, you want to kind of appear to be, oh my God, I'm cooler than everybody. Okay, so that's just Steve. Yeah, he just, he's really good at computer programming, but he's really Weasley. Or like, oh yeah, that's Jeff over there. He's a coin magician, but that's all he does, just coins, whatever. And it's kind of like that. if you have friends, you're like, oh yeah, this is Brian. He's the owner of a company. He's super cool. He travels around the world. He meets blah blah blah. I mean, you talk about that stuff. It's like you're friends with Brian. If Brian's a valuable person, chooses to spend his time with you, you must have something of value too. And so anyway, that's another kind of a tangent there, but it's the same kind of thing. If you're going to see a magic show and the guy's genuinely amazing, and you can just help that experience along by also being amazed, it's only a win. It's only a win-win. If you're a magician who has friends who can create miracles, by association, you are also in a pretty elite group, and you're not just doing tricks from a shop or something like that. So anyway, just one of the questions that you'll get, as a magician in social situations when inevitably you'll be around another magician. So think about that. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment, and I'll talk to you soon.